Hello everyone, Noah here, and I know my mic quality might sound a bit worse than usual. It's because I don't have access to my main mic, and I have like a pretty crummy quality built-in mic to my headphones. Anyway, this is the new Mine-imator character rig that I've been working on. I'm working on it today, and I just finished it. It's fairly simple. I mean, easy to understand. It's probably easy to work with. At least I hope it is. I haven't actually tried. Um, so before I get started, I'd like to point out that this is actually an edited version of a rig made by another animator called sorry, I sound dead. Called I always am. I always kind of sound dead. Robbie Feed or Robbie Fied or I think something like that. I'll link his channel in the description and the rig that he used I edited this from. So yeah, shout out to him, I guess. This really helped me make my own. So here's the rig. I added a lot of my own features that weren't in the original Robbie feed one. So I'm gonna get started. Before we move on to the face, which is really the most complicated part, I'm just gonna go to the other body. We have wrists, which were part of the original Robbie one, the one that I edited this from, and also fancy feet down here, which are all, you can like bend these. I find these incredibly useful. I've been using fancy feet for a while now because I used another version of the Robbie rig, except it was just a bit like less edited. I've tried using several rigs. This is okay. Enough. That's besides the point. So yeah, fancy feet, they bend. The wrists bend as well. Do this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I usually don't use the wrists anyway. I do use fancy feet a lot though, because that makes like the feet look better, the legs look better. So that's always very useful. Now on to the head area, which is where most of the rig features are. So you notice like this little glowing bit on the head? That's a little vignette cube that I parented to the head, and I made it a little bit bigger so it didn't clip into the head. It has a little vignette texture. The rest of these won't be important, especially ignore these two. You really do not need to pay attention to these because these are just in there by accident. I don't know how to remove assets. I'm still a noob, so I just think that if it's just a cube that has a little gradient or radial gradient texture applied to it. I made the texture in paint.net, and I put it on a cube, parented it to the head. I made sure to, I think I just got a Discord notification. That might happen. I made sure to, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. I made sure to have it so that it was like transparent near the outside, so it didn't look too wonky. It's down to 20 alpha, so I just think it makes the face look a little bit better, and you can't really notice like the little things there if you render it, because it factors in lighting and stuff. So here it just makes the face look a little better. You can disable this if you want. It doesn't really matter. If you like disable this, make it invisible, and it won't actually show up. You can do that if you want. I don't mind. I like to have this on. I think it makes the face look a little bit better. Like, anyway, we move on here. This is the mouth bit. This is actually just the inside of the mouth, so that the teeth don't seem blank. Sorry, the mouth. You bend it on, sorry, not that axis. You bend it on the x-axis to do this, and then you can resize it, of course. Okay, Okay, I'm having too much fun just playing with this. Okay, put it to 0. Jeez, I really those Discord notifications. Okay, so you can resize this. No, that's a bit too large for my liking. You can resize it like this, and you could move the mouth up and down if you wanted to. And I would, it might interfere with the teeth. Um, yeah, please ignore Discord notifications if you hear them. You might not hear them, but I think you do. Oh, for the love of God. Hold on. I'm gonna go and just disable my Google Chrome audio so that Discord does not actually, so Discord notifications don't actually give me any audio. Okay. Mouth. Actually, there are teeth on this one. I used to have no teeth, but I decided that maybe teeth would be better to have. I probably won't even use them that much in animations, kind of like BPS. They do have teeth, and I'm getting background noise like an ambulance went by or something, or a police car. I don't know. Um, in Black Plasma Studios, they kind of have teeth. They do have teeth on the rigs. We just don't often show them. So what I'm going to be doing here. So, but yeah, there are teeth. Don't touch any of these individual surfaces. Just like compress them like this. That's all you gotta do. And if you do that, it clips out of the face, which you don't want. So yeah, make sure not to do that. Um, so if you like increase the mouth here, make it a bit, yeah, make it a bit larger, a bit more open. Then decrease these, and then yeah, there we go, teeth. And you can bend the mouth too, like I showed earlier, and yeah. Too much bending and you will actually clip past the teeth, and it looks really wacky. What even is this monstrosity? Why? What have I created? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna Control Z on all that. Move back to default position. Now, eyebrows. Eyebrows are bendable, so you can do this. It's a bunch of like arms parented to each other, and they have like multiple bends enabled. Don't do stuff like that. That's wonky. Don't. You can. I recommend not cranking the bend up too much so that it still looks kind of natural. Um, and then you can like also change the rotations here, make it look kind of. Yeah, you can do that. Another feature that I added to the eyes. Actually, hold on. Let me show you something first. Um, eye features is a folder. Sorry. Eye features is all a folder that you can move up. Yeah, this skin actually has the base eyes. If you use this for a rig, please do not use base eyes. This is just like the example. Just get rid of the eyes from the skin so that these rig eyes go over top of them. So yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing is I noticed with a lot of rigs in Mine-imator, if you close the eyes like this, hold on. If you close the eyes like that, it actually moves the eyebrows with them. Here's something you should know. If you close your eyes, sorry, if you blink in real life, your eyebrows do not move, at least not significantly. So I decided to not have that for these eyebrows because I just thought it looked weird. So the eyebrows don't move with the eyes technically. You could if you want to, like sometimes if you scrunch your eyes up a lot in real life, your eyebrows do move, but that's only if you scrunch them up a lot. Simple blinking does not move them really. So yeah, yeah. um, I keep losing track of my train of thought, I say. So then you go on, then I have the eyes themselves. Actually, no, I'm still gonna go over the eyes first. The eyes then consist of these eyelids here, and they have, if you go in here, there's a surface, and it has an eye vignette. Makes it look a lot better, in my opinion. That's actually from the original Arabi rig that I edited this from. Yeah, default eye vignette. Very nice. Vignette? Is it vignette? It's not vignette, surely. I surely got that wrong. So then, it's probably getting a bit boring by now. Oh yes, for the eyes themselves, the thing you can do with them is you can actually, like, expand them. It moves the pupils a bit, but I think that's okay. This looks really comical. It's almost comically large. For surprise, maybe go up to 1.25 at most, and move the eyebrows too, so that they don't clip through the eyebrows and look extremely weird. That's for if you have a surprise suspicion. My mouth. For suspicious looks, these would work. Yeah, there's a ton of different emotions you could convey with this. And actually, now, so for pupils, you can move them. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention with the eyebrows, you can actually change the color of the eyebrows. So like that, just change the mixed color. And then for the pupils, so you go to the pupils, they're down in eyes. They're actually part of the eyes. Pupils, you can move both at once. So yeah, that's a nice thing you can do. The pupils, I have like the main color, and then I have like the black, and then I have the white. It kind of looks like examination a little bit, like the new way they do it. They used to have one solid color. If you do want one solid color on the eyes, if you use this rig, it's very simple to do that. You have to go down to these pupils here, and then just like disable the visibility on these cubes. In my opinion, it looks a lot. Oh, I just killed the pupil. In my opinion, I like it a lot more like this. But yeah, if you want one solid color, then sure. Or you could just delete these cubes if you're using the rig yourself. I don't mind. Go ahead and do that if you want. So those are the pupils, and a thing is, you can change the color of the pupils as well. So like, yeah, like that. You once again change the mix color. Now, a thing about the pupils is, do not try to dilate them from the folder that contains both, because this will happen. If you want to dilate the pupils, go into scale. Actually, go to the individual pupils. Go into scale and modify these two. Do not modify this one, because that will clip it through the eye if you turn it too low, or it will do this, and then the eye can't close on it because it will just, yeah. So only change these and these. Only change the X and Y for scale if you're dilating the pupils. But you can dilate the pupils, and you can make them look pretty nice. Like, this is like he's attracted to something, and this is like really scared Steve. He's like appalled or shocked. So, yeah, those are the pupils. Make sure if you dilate them, you go into the individual pupils and do that. Just gonna say that. Anyway, now we move on to a feature I added myself, which might be a bit more unique than all this. And it's an eye features. These are the eyelids. And if you move these, and if you move these, they're not the right color. These you can only use if the face is one solid color and not multiple pixels. Otherwise, it looks wacky. Or you could use it if you wanted to, even if, but I just don't think it would look that great. So I only recommend these if you. I only recommend touching these if you actually have like a solid color skin. And for the face, I mean. But if you do, assuming you do, hold on, let me just switch the skin on this real quick to my rig base. It looks really weird because Um, this looks a bit weird because my eyes should be a bit lower, but so here we go. I swear I keep losing my train of thought. Jeez. I know this is probably like really boring by now. Feel free to turn up the speed on this. I'm almost done anyway. So you'll notice that as the face is one solid color. Actually, these are the wrong color. I think the eyelids are the wrong color. I didn't even notice that, but you can change the color of the eyelids too. If you have a skin, go and open it in Paint.net, select the color, copy the hex, and then go to these eyelids and copy the hex into here, and then it's good. That's all you have to do. So, the interesting thing about these, you wouldn't need these if this feature did not exist. You can bend these because they're actually copies of the eyebrows, which are also bendable. I'm gonna put this on like a -5, then put this wrong. 95 there. And you can actually convey some cool emotions with this that you couldn't do if these little eyelids did not exist. Let's see, 98 would 98 work? Yeah, sure. So you can kind of make him look happy by doing this. You'd also need to, well, you'd have to change his expression a bit, but yeah, it looks like a bit of a happy eye. So yeah, you can do that. I'm gonna quickly reset that back to 0. And how do I move these back down? I actually have to switch this back to Steve. I have to move these back down. There you go. And there is some upper ones as well. There's ones above. Move these down. And yeah. And you can bend these ones as well. So yeah, that's a nice little feature that I thought was pretty nice. I don't see it on many other rigs. It might add a bit of extra emotion to the eyes if you ever want to use it. But again, try to limit it to just solid single color faces. Otherwise, it may look out of place or weird. So yeah, and that's basically the entire rig. And I will have a download for this rig in the description. It's a Google Drive download. And I hope you enjoyed this incredibly boring video with me telling you how the rig works. But this is just the thing. Hopefully you watch this video because then you'll know how it all works. One thing that does not work with this rig, do not try to make it invisible or lower the alpha. I mean, because I do not know how to describe this. It's hideous. That's all I'm gonna say. It's absolutely hideous. Most horrifying thing I've ever seen. But you might say just have them inherit the alpha of the parents. I tried that, except it messes with the alpha glitch with these eyes, which actually screws them up, so they're not usable at all. Just to fix this problem, well, just don't change the alpha on your character. If you want your character to like fade out or something, here's a way to cheat that actually. Just have a camera shot that faces their back so you don't see the face rig. Then just have another rig that doesn't have a face rig. Just have like a random character and then fade them out. Oh yeah, by the way, there's one thing I actually forgot to talk about, which is really important. Hat. Ignore this because it's a broken hat on the original Robbie rig that I could not delete. Don't touch that. It's not important. So for the hat, if I switch this to this rig base right here, this hat, yeah, it screws up like that. I would just say, you can't I'm gonna. How do I get rid of this? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. just disable the. I'm just going to disable the visibility of that. I'm just going to disable the visibility of that. So now I'm bald. Bald. PoseidonHeir. Confirmed. So then, you have to use this backup hat that I made to add the hair. It does not automatically inherit the hair. I tried to make it do that. It doesn't. So that's if you want hair on the second layer and a hat on the second layer. So yeah. You will have to manually change this to the same skin as your character, else it won't work. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it is what it is. So, thanks for watching. This is a really wacky, this is a really boring video, I'm sure, but thanks for watching anyway. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. You gave me views, and I need the views. So, yeah, the download link for this rig will be in the description, and I hope it is useful to you. I partially made this so that people could use it, not just me, because I figured it would be really nice. And yeah, I hope it comes in use. I really hope it does, from the bottom of my heart. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later.